So as we know, a lot of people in Maui have lost everything. Cars, houses burned to a crisp down to ashes, along with lives of family members that they have lost. So they have nothing right now. And President Sleepy Joe is facing backlash because of the seemingly meager one-time payment of $700 that he's offering to these people after they lost everything. Now, this isn't all, but let's get to some of the other stuff that they offer. After you register with FEMA, you may be approved for a one-time immediate payment of $700 for critical needs assistance, one of several types of federal assistance survivors may be eligible to receive. Examples of other types of assistance include help with a temporary place to stay, funding home repairs, and emergency needs that insurance and other financial assistance sources may not cover. So help with a temporary place to stay, it sounds very vague. It sounds like, what is help? $100 towards a temporary place to stay? Who knows? How long you're going to need to stay there in a motel or hotel or whatever. This seems like it's going to be an ongoing problem. So it could be a very vague or minimal amount that you're offering. We don't know what that number is. So it seems like it's not a lot. All help is appreciated, but it doesn't seem like that number is significant enough for y'all to mention. So what are we really doing? Second thing they mentioned was funding home repairs. These are some bigger numbers. So if they want to give you $700, but then they want to build you a home, hey, you'll take that. But are they going to build you a home when people's homes have been burnt to the ground in totality? I don't know. They didn't say that. They didn't really put a number to it. So it doesn't sound like they're willing to do that. So home repairs, like what? It could be something minuscule. Can we have a number to go off? It doesn't seem like a lot. Once again, all help is appreciated. But for somebody that has had their car, their house, everything burned down to a crisp, not to mention if they have lost someone that they're going to have to take care of the funeral costs and all of that. And that is if there's a cemetery still standing in which they can bury their loved ones. It's a lot that's going on with all of this. It doesn't seem like you're saying numbers that are going to be effective enough to help them get back on their feet if they lost everything. The third thing that they mentioned was funding emergency needs that, might not have been covered otherwise. And yeah, that should be. But you know what? They say that, of course, in our country, it's a gift, right? But there's other countries who offer free healthcare. That's just the baseline of what it is. But because we have this society that we have in which everything is so costly, they make you think that, we're doing you a favor that we would offer this. I would think that in a time of need, in a time of crisis, in a time that tragedy happens to the people, how many people have paid into the system and paid into the government, that of course it would be expected that the government would step up and help cover the costs of medical attention to the people that's needed. Maybe you think that, hey, that ain't something that should be covered. But I'm just saying, in the time of crisis, I don't think that people, as we went through the pandemic, I don't think that people should have had to worry about paying to go to the hospital. You understand what I'm saying? Because that was one of my worries. When I went through catching COVID for the first time, my main thought was, how black folk is. You know how we is. We let our leg fall off before we go to the hospital. I don't know. You don't look that bad. That was it. It just fell off. I thought it was going to hang on. Come on, let me, come on to get me. My leg just fell off. It just fell off. I thought it was going to hang on for a couple more months, but it came off. That's how, unfortunately, that's how black folk think. Because we ain't financially all stable enough to deal with these exorbitant prices that the hospitals will give you after you have a visit with them about something that they got to run a few tests on you about. These costs are astronomical. And if you don't have proper health care lined up, then they will disassemble your whole life because of it. And I just think it is. It's a bit much. But it's the life that we know. We here, we in America, we love America. And When we go to other countries, we find out that we love America even more. So it is what it is. It's what we got to deal with, right? But I think that in a time of crisis, where people are going through something that heavy and that tragic, as far as the pandemic, and then something like this that Maui is going through, that it needs to be automatically understood that those costs are going to be waived. And the people that are still working hard and helping us get through these times, they still need to be paid as well. But I think the government should be able to rustle up enough change to make that happen and make sure that they're compensated for the hard work that they put in. It just is what it is in our society that these doctors and nurses get paid a lot of money to do what they do. I wish we were the type of society that would allow for our people all over the country to receive free health care. We ain't there yet. I don't think we'll ever get there. But I think in time of tragedy, that needs to kick in. And if the government want to really help the people, kick in and take care of that. Because as people, like I say, when I first caught COVID, you shouldn't have to be making a life or death decision because you're scared about the hospital bill you're going to get. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you'll test the waters to be like, I mean, okay, well, I'm scared. Everybody's catching it. Everybody's dying. But, you know, a lot of people catch it and they're not dying. So, I mean, how detrimental is my cough? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? My cough ain't that bad. I don't know if I need to go in. You know what I'm saying? But you testing the line where you like, I don't know. If I get the coughing too much, I don't know how this going to play out for you, boy. And it was a very scary feeling to gauge that line, because you as an unprofessional are trying to guesstimate how your body's doing when you really don't know the symptoms of what's going on. And to be honest, the doctors didn't know the symptoms because this was something so new to us. And so they were guesstimating on a lot of things as well, if you know what I'm talking about. But this pandemic that I'm speaking of is a different monster. They're similar, but it's a different monster than what Maui is going through. This isn't a new pandemic that we're having here. This is something, it's wildfire. But you know the medical procedures and the medical costs that are going to be involved in dealing with people with burns and this, that, and the other. So I would think that the government would be able to step in and rustle up a package and rush that to the floor, something that Republicans and Democrats can agree on, and get these people some help. It's people in Maui that got videos up that don't even want us to donate to the normal charities, because those charities are only offering help if the people choose to leave their homeland.
Everyone, please do not donate to these organizations. Do not. I repeat, do not. They are only allowing supplies to go to those who choose to leave the land.
So when you hear from the people, you find out every charity that's in the mix ain't necessarily ones that's for the people. But here's a couple that they say the locals would probably approve of.
Making sure that we know good places that the locals would like us to donate.
And they also want us to know that this ain't the time to keep coming over there trying to vacation. Like, why are you trying to go hang out in the midst of an emergency? Like, they are short on resources. Let's hear from them.
People are being flown off of Maui to get the medical treatment that they need, whether it's they're inhaling smoke or they're severely burned. People are jumping into the ocean to escape the flames. Coast Guard is rescuing them. People who own boats are being asked to rescue people jumping into the ocean. So why are the tourists still going to Hawaii? I understand it's a federal jurisdiction. Well, you know what? They need to wake up and be like, you know what? Forget this. We're turning around. We're landing in Oahu. We're refueling, and we're going back to where we came from. Stop coming to Hawaii. What part of stop coming do you guys not understand? We are islands with very limited natural resources. Let's say life resources, meaning water for one. Okay? So for all of you guys that fly into Hawaii, don't you guys drink water? Don't you guys take a shower? Don't you guys cook sometimes when you're here? Don't you eat out at restaurants where they cook and serve you water and whatever? So for every single one of you guys coming to Hawaii, you are depleting our water source. Stop coming to Hawaii. And if you're planning a trip that's leaving, I don't know, now to Maui or even to Hawaii Island, stop. Stop thinking about yourself and stay the home. For one, we don't want you here.
Okay, I was with you, but don't get disrespectful, okay? Make me put my glasses on like one of them teachers when the student say something slick to them. Hey, don't do that, okay? Sit down. Don't do that. Don't do that to her. Make us cut you off from America. You already an island. We'll cut y'all off, let y'all float off somewhere. You see, I'm defending y'all. Sleepy Joe only want to give y'all $700, okay? I'm defending y'all. Don't do that. We together in this now. We rooting for each other. Make me put these glasses off and take them off again and put them back on again now, okay?
For two, they are in a crisis in Maui. Okay? I don't know how many different ways we have to say it. We say it in English and you guys still aole mapopo. So, aole tourists.
Then you got y'all that vacation there, but ain't saying nothing in the time of need.
It is wild to see all of these people talking about, oh, my Maui vacation, my second home, my island paradise. The whole island is on fire. And you have posted nothing. Talked about nothing. Where is it? Where's the... Oh, it's only convenient when you're getting something out of it. Okay.
Don't pop the lips like that. I'm just saying. I'm with whatever she just said. Whatever she said goes, okay? Whoever had a second home somewhere, just saying. But look, people in Maui need help, man. And I think that $700 one-time payment is not going to cut it, Sleepy Joe. Now, yes, you was offering this and that and the other as far as emergency fees and home repairs and this, that, and other. But you didn't state any numbers to what those things could be if someone's house had been burned down to the ground. So I'm just not going to go on good faith on that. I'm going to say that those numbers that you're probably offering on those things probably would be minuscule. So if you're going to offer cash, I think the cash number should be bumped up. Or you should offer a perpetual number per month or per week or every 2 weeks or something like that. 700 one time is not enough, bro. I thought you was going to do like 700 every 2 weeks, 700 a month or, something, bro. But I do understand that you've been off your rocker lately. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gave you your pills. I'm like, I don't know what you be walking off into the sunset talking about stuff that ain't nobody asked you about. And you need to check that, which is why I don't think you need to run again. Because you running again, I'm not voting, bro. I'm not going to do it with you. I can't do it, man. Your mind is going this way and that one. And we love you, bro, but your family need to see about you. But while you are in office, I think you need to probably think about bumping up them cash payments to help people. Or either you should specify what type of numbers that you and Congress are trying to offer to help people rebuild or repair their homes. These people are in crisis. This is a vacation spot. People always go there. They need some help, man. We clearly got help in the pandemic. It is time for you to step up and deliver some help in this tragic situation that they're going through. Don't leave them hanging out to dry, bro. Let me know what y'all think about this situation. It's your boy P Camp. Tell me what you think, what you don't think. Get at your boy.